Well, let's go to Betty's question. She called in from Kansas City, Missouri, and she says, "What is Matthew 8:11 referring to? Those that go into the kingdom of heaven, chosen people first."
Hmm. Well, let me just, Betty, thank you for that question. Let me read Matthew chapter 8, beginning in verse 5, to give some of the context. When he had entered Capernaum, a centurion came forward to him, appealing to him, "Lord, my servant is lying paralyzed at home, suffering terribly." And he said to him, "I will come and heal him." But the centurion replied, "Lord, I am not worthy to have you come under my roof, but only say the word, and my servant will be healed. For I too am a man under authority, with soldiers under me. And I say to one, 'Go,' and he goes, and to another, 'Come,' and he comes, and to my servant, 'Do this,' and he does it." When Jesus heard this, he marveled and said to those who followed him, "Truly I tell you, with no one in Israel have I found such faith. I tell you, many will come from east and west and recline at the table with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob in the kingdom of heaven, while the sons of the kingdom will be thrown into outer darkness. In that place there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth." And so what is Jesus referring to here, especially in verse 11? Well, he's commending the faith of the centurion, this non-Jew, this Gentile who realizes who Jesus is, the power that he has. And Jesus is saying, look, this guy gets it. He understands who I am. He understands that I have authority, power as the Son of God to heal, to forgive sins. But you know who's missing it? The sons of the kingdom. You think of what John says at the beginning of his gospel. He came to his own, and his own received him not. The scribes and the Pharisees, the people who should have understood. And this is why Jesus says, I tell you, look, a lot of people are going to come from the east and the west, people you didn't expect, the Gentile nations, and recline at table with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob in the kingdom of heaven, while the sons of the kingdom will be thrown into outer darkness. And when he says the sons of the kingdom there, I think he is referring to those Jews who rejected him when he came at first, in particular the religious leaders who were hypocritical, who hated him, who wanted to put him to death. And so that's what Jesus is highlighting. And what does this teach us, brothers and sisters? That faith is the priority. It doesn't matter, what your cultural background is per se. I mean, it's not that's insignificant, that God doesn't care about that. But when it comes to being a part of the family of God in the church, born again, it's that gift that God gives, the gift of faith. That's what's so important, what's so crucial. And Jesus is commending the centurion because he has it, and he's rebuking so many in his own generation there, his kinsmen according to the flesh, because they didn't have it. They rejected him.